Hello! It's part number 2 of my video for Raver Dolphin. Is that your name? I think that's your name. Well, it's not your actual name, but yeah, Raver Dolphin. So I answered a bunch of questions in part number 1, and I ran out of time, which is terrifying. It means that I'm talking way too much, but if it answers your questions, that's all that matters to me. The next part that you asked, and which has to do with the surgery, is you say that you're a borderline surgical candidate and that you can go through the treatment and forego the surgery, but your orthodontist said that you'd be happier if you went through the whole thing. And it is called orthognathic surgery. That is what I'm getting. Actually, let me go through all my notes and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you that tip. When you get, for like the job interviews, or if you feel nervous, don't get the multicolored little things. Like, see, I have silver. And I've been told that that's one of the things that makes it less noticeable. The first time I got purple, just because I liked it. And it was just, once I got the silver, I was like, okay, I mean, it looks better with everything, no matter what you're wearing. And whether or not you're a girl or a guy, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. It just looks better, it's less noticeable, things like that. So, let's see. Okay. Orthognathic surgery. Okay, so I am getting orthognathic surgery. It's a lower jaw surgery, and I even, just for you, went upstairs and found my folder that has all of my stuff in it. Based on my exam, they found that I have a malcollision, don't really know what that is, excessive overbite, and excessive overjet, which has to do with this, my jaw. And then when I went to the surgeon, I got this lovely booklet. I don't know if you can see it. Orthognathic surgery. And it has a bunch of different kinds in it. It talks about when you have the open bite, or when your lower jaw sticks right out, or when your lower jaw is back, things like that. What were you asking me? I'm pretty sure it is called a major surgery. The way it works is you go in there for the surgery, you're in the operating room for 2 hours, then you have your recovery time, and then sometimes you're in the hospital overnight, maybe even on the second day. The way mine works is some people get their jaw wired shut. Mine, I'm getting these little hooks, like, welded on. I know, terrifying. I don't want a welding machine right next to my face. But, these extra hooks put on, and then I get this rubber band contraption that kind of goes up and down and up and down and up and down and holds my mouth. And then for the first week I wear it 24/7 and I can only have liquids. Then I move on to soft foods and I wear it like 18 hours a day, and then down to 16, down to 12, all of that. So it just keeps going down until I don't need it anymore. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty intense. For the lower jaw, they surgically cut, or as some people just say, they break your jaw. They move it forward, and mind you, this is just my case. A lot of people I've seen get lower and upper jaw surgery, or just upper, or whatever. But mine is, they're going to move it forward, and then I'm going to get three surgical screws on each side to hold my jaw in place. So then it's going to be, where it needs to be. And they give you I've heard that the pain actually isn't that bad because of the drugs that they give you. All legal, I promise. But, I think the hardest part is just the recovery. Your face is going to be really swollen for a while, and, it's like you have to retrain your mouth to eat and to talk and everything. What would I say? My thoughts okay, well, first of all, talk to your insurance company. There is an age limit on braces because it's dental, but medical, with the surgery, it's medical, there's no age limit. But what you do need to figure out is if your insurance is going to cover the surgery. And another thing is, don't just call the surgeon, call the hospital, because that was my problem. My insurance isn't covering it, so I had to get a loan from my father's work, and we had it to cover the surgery. And then I called the hospital and found out that the expenses were just as much as what the surgery itself was going to cost. So find out what your insurance will cover, and that will really help you out. For me, I think it should be obvious that even if my insurance isn't covering it and I'm still getting it, I definitely say it's one of those things that even if it's a pain to go through, when it's done, you would do it again just because of the way you can live your life. I mean, I said in my last video, I can't even bite into a sandwich right. It doesn't just feel awkward. You just can't do it. And, you know, I wake up and it's just, all the air that escapes because of the space that I have. For me, it's not about looks, but I will look different. And I probably will look better. Well, you would hope so, to spend that much money on the surgery. So I guess it depends. I would call it a major surgery just because of everything they have to do. And I would just, you know, if you can, make an appointment with a surgeon. Have him look, have him go over things with you. If you're lucky, I mean, my surgeon, we fought hard against the insurance company. The day we found out that I was denied, they sent in a letter of appeal. I mean, I was still denied, but still, they worked so hard. And that's really important because they, you know the importance of it. I wish I could show you in this little book that they have because, I don't know, they have this whole thing of how you're going to benefit afterwards and all of these things. But, I mean, your surgeon will be able to go over everything with you. But yeah, just remember that you're going to have to take a week or more, usually about 2 weeks. I don't think any more than 2 from work. So if you are still working at Starbucks and you said you're going to college, that was my biggest difficulty is that I can only get it in December or during the summer. And if I get into my master's program this summer, I start classes during the summertime because that's how their program works. So this is like my last opportunity to have the time to get it done. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take time from classes and all of that. And it's one of those things where you hate it when your teacher's like, well, you know, I know you're sick, but you could have read. And, you know, your freaking eyes are like shut and you can't even get up because then you got to fall back down and your head is hot. And for some reason, they expect you to do work. So, you know, things like that. But for me, I expect it to be 110% worth it. And I really can't wait to get it done. Just one... After that, all it is just waiting to get my braces off and stabilizing everything. And 2, just to finally be able to eat like a normal person and, you know, not feel so self-conscious about everything. So yeah, I think that answers your question. And I hope... And let's see, and if I'm too old to respond to, no, you're not. I should tell you that I'm 21 and I'm a senior in college. So you are not too old to respond whatsoever. Braces are probably going to make you a little bit younger. Like I said, I substitute, and when I was in the middle school, I got asked if I was a student. And, you know, it's kind of, but you get used to it, and if you stay confident and, you know, just act like they're not there, you know, obviously take care of them. You know, do the brushing, do the flossing. Flossing moves your teeth really quickly and all of that. But, yeah, you're going to make it out just fine. So yeah, guys, let me know if you have any other questions. I hope I answered all of your questions, Raver Dolphin. If you have any other questions, let me know. And any other comments you guys have, not too meanly, unless I'm talking too much and I should try to stick to a script. That might be good advice if you guys think I'm talking too much. But, other than that, I don't know. Have a great Friday. Goodbye. The cat. Bye.